Okay, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh Shah. That's what we ignorantly call God in Jesus Christ. And I want to give double honor to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, and salutation to Yakim, pushing his word with truth and sincerity on the four winds of the earth, man. I want to go into a lesson because Jacob's trouble is right around the corner, man. And it's time for our people, the chance to build your faith up is now. Because basically, that's when death and destruction is going to come, but it's going to mainly be for 2/3 of the Most High people. That's basically what he's going to use to take out 2/3 of you people, man. And the rest, man, he's going to just, some of you going to go through that famine, and some of you going to go through famine, and then you're going to be destroyed by the nuclear missiles, man. So the Most High, he's come. It's a time where he's starting to visit the earth, man, and judgment is falling up on 2/3 of our people. It is right around the corner, and I'm gonna start in. This is Isaiah 65 and 13. It says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye should be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye should be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit." So yeah, basically 2/3 of our people, because 1/3 of our people, man, the Most High, Jacob's trouble's gonna come, man. We are gonna have to deal with it, man. But those who have faith is not gonna worry, man, because the Most High gonna be with you in those days. He gonna eat, man. We gonna be joyful. But 2/3 of our people is gonna get the total opposite, man. It's gonna be people dying from famine. It's gonna be race riots, man. Wars, and a lot of these things is Most High gonna use this to take a lot of his people out, according to the scriptures, man. So in that day of Jacob's trouble, we the prophets of the Lord, man, the Most High is gonna be with them, man. Because right now we're building our faith up, man, just for that day. So the prophets of the Lord, the Most High, is gonna be with them, but 2/3 of our people is going to get put to death, man. Then you also going to go through Jacob's trouble, and then you gonna also get the nuclear missiles, man. If those who don't die in the famine and in the race wars and martial law. And this is This is Isaiah 66 and 16. It says, "For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many." So that fire that it's talking about, man, is talking about them nuclear missiles, man. The Lord is gonna plead with all flesh, man. And it also is talking about the chariots, man, the vehicles of the Lord, man, who's going to be shooting them laser beams out them chariots, man, destroying people, man. But Most High gonna give a lot of his people up to die in that martial law, man. A lot of people gonna die from famine, and a lot of people just gonna go through Jacob's trouble, man, and suffer from famine, martial law, and Most High is gonna give you over to the missiles too, man. Half of you people gonna be missile food, because you had a chance to. This is your grace period, man, to wake up to this truth, man, and do the work of the Lord, man. And build up, man, get your faith right. But a lot of our people taking this grace period as to do what they want to do, man. Exercise their own liberty, if they will. But this is Ecclesiasticus 12 and 6. It says, "For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly and keep them against the mighty day of their punishment. Yeah, that mighty day which we just read, man. We read the slaying of the slaying of the Lord should be many. That's that mighty day that that's been prophesied about, man. It says, I'll read again. It says, "For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keep them against the mighty day of their punishment." So the Most High is gonna preserve certain wicked men into the martial law troops, man. For the martial law troops, you know, the race wars is gonna be going on, man. The famine that's gonna hit this place, and the missiles, man. So a lot of people gonna get reserved and preserved until that day. A lot of wicked people, man, according to the Most High. You know, because you people had a chance to actually get right, man, with the Lord, but you refuse His law, man. So he's ultimately gonna give you over to them things, man. Jacob's trouble. This is 2nd Esdras 15, and I started 4. It says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, the famine, death, and destruction." So Most High, He's gonna bring these plagues on the earth, man. And that you know, He said, I will bring the sword. That sword is basically any instrument of war, man. And the scriptures prophesy about there's gonna be martial law going on, man. So that's gonna be that sword that He's talking about, man, in that race war. And then it says He will bring famine. Yeah, there's gonna be nothing to eat, man. They're gonna shut down your supermarkets. It's gonna be no food being delivered into your in your city, man. And that's gonna be that famine, man. And a lot of our people, a lot of 2/3 gonna die from that famine. And it says famine, death, and destruction. Yeah, man, that death and destruction is them nuclear missiles, man. The martial law troops, man, rounding you up, catching you out, man, past after dark, man, because it's gonna be a curfew, man, and they gonna put you to death, man. And I jumped down to 15. It says, "For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another people, and swords in their hands." So that's talking about that martial law, man. I read again. It says, that's talking about that race war. It says, "For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." And swords is going to any instrument of war, man. Guns, you know, whatever you got, man. That's represents that sword, man. And then one people gonna fight against another, man. And it says, "For there should be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard the kings nor the princes," man. So we're not gonna regard, you know, when it say you're not gonna regard nor kings or the princes, man, is that's your celebrities, man. Your everyday celebrities, man. Your rich people, man. Your presidents, your senators, your actors, man. Your ball players, man. We're not gonna regard them, man, in that day, man, when all hell break loose. And it says, "In the course of their actions shall stand in their power, and men shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able." So that's your martial law, man. You're gonna desire to go into one city, but you're not gonna be able to, man, because everything is gonna be blocked off, man. You're not gonna be able to. They gonna surround the city, man. You know. Then it says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." Yeah, man, because you're gonna have grown men that's gonna be afraid, man, in that day, man, because you know you can't just fathom nothing like that happen, man. So when you see martial law troops, man, outside, man, and kicking in people's doors, man, and you can't leave out the city, and it's a shortage on food, man. Men gonna be afraid in that day, man, because all hell's gonna break loose. Then it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of lack of bread in a great tribulation. So that lack of bread goes into what I just said, that famine, man. And it says, I'll read it again. It says, a man should have no pity upon his neighbor. You know, in that day, man, your own neighbor, man, you've been knowing for years, man, y'all gonna be enemies in that day, man. Your own neighbor might come in your house and kill you, man, because of lack of food, man. It says, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. So anything that you got, man, in that day, man, is gonna be, you know, people, you know, you're gonna have to fight for it, man. Basically, anything that you got in that day, as far as food or any substance, man, to survive, or anything means to survive, is gonna be no regard in that day, man. People, if they feel like you got something, man, they coming in your house and they coming, man. You know, and it says, with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, man. Because it's gonna be a lack of bread, man. You know, so and a lot of people's not gonna be eating, man. So what you gonna do when you can't feed your kids, man, or you watching your kids starve to death, man? You're not gonna regard your neighbor and none of that on that day. Thus saith the Lord, man. Because that's the what's gonna happen in Jacob's trouble. But I jumped down to 24. This is 2nd Esdras 15:24 says, woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. It says, I will spare them. It says, I will not spare them. Okay, so the Most High, in that day, the Most High is not gonna spare them who don't keep his commandments, man, and his laws. You will not be spared in that day, man. And jump down to 26. It says, for the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For God shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. So these plagues that we read about is going to happen, man, is going to basically be for 2/3 of our people who didn't want to keep the law and statutes and commandments, man, and despise the Lord, man. You know, because like I read, man, in Isaiah, man, in that day his servants is gonna eat, man. His servants is his prophets, man, who's raising up and doing his work, man, and doing his will. You know, he said in that day his servants is gonna eat, man. You know, but you other people, y'all gonna suffer from these plagues, man. This gonna hit the earth. I'll read it again. It says, this is 2nd Esdras 15:26. It says, for the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For Yahweh shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. You know, and sin, basically sin is the transgression of the law, man. You know, so a lot of our people is sinning. How are you sinning now, man? Because a lot of our people, man, is participating in pagan holidays that they know is man-made, and they know better that they ain't supposed to be doing them. A lot of our people participate in homosexual acts, man, and all kind of transgenderism and all kind of things like that, man. Murdering, stealing, man, and committing adultery, all kind of acts our people participating in, man. You transgressing the law, man, and the Most High, he's gonna preserve you for this day, man. You know, but our people need to wake up and get out the mindset they in and come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, man, because the plagues the Most High gonna send on earth, man, is gonna destroy these people. And with that, I'm gonna close out, give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS, and salutation to all you Akim pushing this truth. Shalom.